Hey folks, Coach Kevin here, and today I want to talk to you about your ankle mobility, specifically how ankle mobility may be inhibiting your ability to do a full range of motion squat. So this is very common for clients that come into our coaching program, is they lack the ability to do a full body weight squat and to stand up powerfully. Now, there's a number of reasons why this might be. Certainly lack of strength, lack of coordination or balance could be issues, but what we most commonly see is that it is an ankle mobility issue. So what we're looking for when we evaluate a squat is your ability to get that full range of motion, that full depth. And what that means is to be able to control, descend in a nice controlled manner, to have that hip crease parallel or lower than the knee, and then to stand up powerfully. So this is not a full range of motion. I see this very often in gyms and commercial gyms. This is a full range of motion. And one of the things that holds people back from this full range of motion is this ankle mobility. Notice how as my knee comes forward, I've got to have this mobility. And if you catch yourself when you're squatting, if you see that your heels are starting to come up off the ground, that's a good indication that ankle mobility may be holding you back from performing that full range of motion. So today I want to show you a simple ankle mobility routine that you can do in the comfort of your own home. You can and should do this daily to improve your ankle mobility to allow you to get into that full depth squat. All right, here goes. We're going to start first thing with some simple ankle circles. You may see this written as ankle cars. I'll capitalize CAR. That's an acronym for controlled articular rotations, just nerd speak for circles basically. But it looks like this. I've got a foam roller here, but any item about that height will do just fine. And I'm going to come into the seated position. And I'll start here. I've got my right leg. It's nice and straight. And I'm just going to draw some slow circles, trying to keep my leg motionless. I'll do 10 on each side and then rotate direction. And then of course, switching legs, do that exact same thing. 10 in one direction, 10 in the other direction. Next up is the static calf stretch. I've got a yoga block here, but anything about this size will be fine. You can stack a couple books together, whatever. And I'm going to place the ball of my foot here. I'm going to go ahead and lock out this knee, so a nice straight leg. And I'm just going to allow that heel to drop. Now my heel touches the ground here. It's okay if yours doesn't. Just go into a nice deep stretch. And we're gonna hold this for 20, 30 seconds. What we're trying to do is get that calf muscle to relax a little bit. And then of course we'll switch legs, same thing. And if your heel does touch the ground, you can lean forward to add a little more stretch into that leg. All right, the third movement we're going to do here are some ankle stretch pulses. I'm going to get in that same position, so ball of my foot here, nice straight leg. I'm going to drop that heel towards the floor, get that nice stretch. And this time I'm going to bend over. It's okay to unlock this knee a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but you don't want to bend it tremendously. And I'm just going to pulse in front for maybe 10, then over here to the inside of my foot for 10, over here to the outside. And then of course I'll switch, same thing, and I will get my pulses. You can see I'm a little tighter. I can feel it on my left side than I am my right. I probably need to spend some time doing this myself. But again, I would do 10 in each position for each leg. All right, next up we're going to do some seated ankle flexion exercise here. Start strengthening that calf as well as getting a stretch. I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to loop one of these long bands. You can get these on Amazon. They're called super bands typically. If you just throw that into the search bar of Amazon, a bunch of them will come up. You should own a set of these bands that come in various diameters. And I'm going to start with this leg straight. And I'm going to start by pulling here and again, getting that nice stretch position. And then I'm going to pulse forward in a nice slow controlled manner. Come back again, slow and controlled here. Forward, back. I'll do 10 to 15 of those and then switch, of course, to my other side, getting this right around the ball of my foot. Kind of pull back, a nice forward stretch, back, forward. All right, so your next movement is going to be a toe walk. So you're just going to get up on your tippy toes. You can see I'm in a pretty confined space here. If I were in a gym, I could walk a long distance. Here, I'm just going to get up on my tippy toes, and I'm going to, with balance here, I'm going to walk forward, keep it up nice and high, and then I'm going to walk backwards on my tippy toes. And I'll get about 30 steps forward, 30 steps back, so 20 to 30 of those on your toes. And then you're going to come up onto your heels and you're gonna do the same thing. Kind of this stiff leg walk on your heels. You'll move forward, you'll move back. Again, 20 to 30 steps is plenty. And there you go. That's all there is to it. If you do these mobility drills every day, every other day, I love these as a part of your warm-up or maybe after your workout on your off days from the gym. If you'll do this mobility drill regularly, I think you'll find that you're able to get into this full depth squat much easier. Okay, thanks for watching, folks. If you like this video, please do me two favors. Number one, send it to a friend, somebody who you think this would be useful for. Number two, don't forget to smash that like and follow button for more great healthy aging tips. Till next time, stay strong.